Hey everyone, it's Steve at the Prewitt Group. Today I wanted to bring you some tips and tricks for navigating our crazy spring market here in Colorado Springs. The start of the year has begun with very limited inventory and in a lot of cases multiple offer scenarios that can be challenging for both buyers and sellers. And today I wanted to go over some of our best practices for ways to get your offer considered when you're purchasing a home, or things as a seller you may want to look for in an offer to help guarantee that you're getting the maximum price out of your home as you're selling it. So as you navigate this market that a lot of times can have multiple offer scenarios present in it, we're going to go over 3 quick tips for buyers and sellers as to what you may want to structure into an offer or things that you may want to look for. The 3 things are escalation clauses, a guarantee of paying a certain amount over appraised value if the property doesn't appraise for the contract price, and a buyer letter to a seller giving more detail as to who they are and what they want the property for. The first of these is an escalation clause, which is a guarantee from a buyer to a seller that they're willing to pay a certain dollar amount more than any other offer that the seller might have in their possession within a set time frame. This allows a buyer to communicate to a seller their willingness to negotiate, as well as show them what might be a cap price they're willing to pay up to and how much they're willing to beat other competing offers by. The second thing that you can structure in is a guarantee to pay over a certain amount of the appraised value. This comes into play a lot of times as multiple offer scenarios can drive purchase prices well beyond what a home may appraise for. And some buyers will use this to their advantage to put out a price that is acceptable to the seller in hopes that the property won't appraise for as much and that they might be able to renegotiate the price down later within the transaction. By putting out a guarantee to a seller that if the property appraises low, you're willing to pay a certain amount of that difference out of pocket, you're guaranteeing to the seller the highest net price that they may be able to obtain, since the home would appraise for the same amount whether they are accepting your offer or another competing offer, and from the selling side would guarantee you that highest net based on multiple offers, because it ultimately at the end of the day only matters what a property would appraise for and can close at, not what price a buyer is willing to go under contract for at the outset of the contract process. The third thing that you can use is a letter from the buyer to the seller detailing a little bit more who you are as a buyer and what your use will be for the property, or why the property you feel is the right fit for you. A lot of times if there's several offers that net the seller a similar dollar amount, this can help the buyer communicate a little bit more about their motivations and why they may want that home, or to a seller may help differentiate between multiple offers that net them a very similar amount and help them decide which one they want to proceed with and take. These are just a few of the many ways that we can structure things differently in contracts depending on the scenario and how many offers may be on a property. And happy to answer questions anytime as to how some of these things or other ideas that we use in negotiating multiple offer scenarios can apply to you and the types of properties that you're looking at. Please feel free to reach out to us anytime by phone, text, or email, and happy to answer your questions you have anytime. Check out our site to search the most current inventory or get updated value on what your home may be worth in the current market, and we will talk to you again here soon.